G'day and welcome to the Box Seat. I'm Pete Anthonus. It's good to be here to preview 8 races from Belmont Park this Saturday. A quick look at the forecast, partly cloudy in 19, the rails in the true position, and I'm expecting a good 4-track for racing. Race 1 at Belmont jumps at 12:48. It's the go racing for free before the footy plate over 1,000 metres, and we'll have a look at the most recent trial of first starter Excellent Dream.
Out wider, and just behind them Baby Blues trying to get to the outside, and coming through the middle is Lies and Deception. 250 metres to go. At War is trying to pick up Amarillo Rose. Over on the inside is Excellent Dream coming through nicely. Amarillo Rose is under pressure, but Excellent Dream is travelling beautifully. Excellent Dream shot through along the inside for McGruddy. Super trial, and Excellent Dream comes away from Amarillo Rose and At War.
It was a really nice trial there from Excellent Dream. The horse itself showed a really good turn of foot there late, and especially past the post. It showed that it has a fair few gears under the bonnet, and not only that, but Sean McGruddy has elected to ride this horse, and he's had a bit of a connection with a few of the others in this field, so him sticking with the horse I think is a good push in itself. Second pick is the one which is Bubbarucci. It showed enough talent there last preparation, managed to get itself a win at Pinjarra, and it's also trialled in particularly good form. The horse just seemed to dip a little bit early, but once it got itself into its rhythm, it was strong past the post. Third pick is the 2, which is Mia Dolce. It's hard to knock its winning form so far this preparation. It must be noted that it's been jumping and leading in quite slowly run races. This event seems to have a little bit more pace in it, but I still think it'll be able to lead for a long way here. Fourth pick is the 9, which is Boomtastic. It was another trialer coming into this race that hasn't had a start, but it jumped well. It was just well held together. It wasn't really knocked around too much by Paddy Carberry on that occasion, but it should get itself into an okay position. Might just have a few nervous moments early in the race. On top in race 1 is 5 Excellent Dream from 1 Bubbarucci, 2 Mia Dolce and 9 Boomtastic. Race 2 at Belmont jumps at 1:28. It's the Tab Touch Bet Your Bet handicap over 1,000 metres, and we'll have a look at the most recent performance of Metro Boy.
The former Sydney Galloper camp behind those, and then Glasgow Girl, the baldy-faced chestnut, to the outside, called upon by Pike. Back behind them, She's Vital Dacio, and finally French 200 from Heyman. Metro Boy is giving back as a great sight. Metro Boy still a length in front. Here's Glasgow Girl trying to cut it down. Metro Boy, Glasgow Girl lifting for Pike. Draws level Glasgow Girl. It's Glasgow Girl.
Was pretty keen on the chances of Metro Boy when resuming over the 1,000 metres, and it didn't really do too much wrong. It was only collared late there by Glasgow Girl in the concluding stages, and it sticks at the 1,000 metres. It again draws ideally. Jared Noski is sticking and obviously carrying the top weight. I'm not too concerned about that. Should get itself into a lovely position from gate 4. Won't probably end up leading this event like it did their last start, but it does look to be a nice genuine speed in this event. Second pick is the 2, which is Chapita, another horse who should be able to settle into a good spot, probably outside the leader here. Last start we saw jumped okay, was ridden with intent from that wide barrier. It did hand up once it found the lead though, so I think there was a few excuses there. Third pick is the 9, My Lady Fair, who jumped best, was ridden with intent to lead, it kicked well into the straight and really just hit that brick wall late. So again, from gate 7 and stepping back in distance, I think it might find a midfield spot here. Fourth pick is the 4, Apollo, who again is another horse who will be settling in the second half of the field. It was heavily restrained there early there last start, settled last on the outside, came widest to straight, was okay late, but I think this map seems to be a little bit better for the horse. On top in race 2 is 1 Metro Boy from 2 Chapita, 9 My Lady Fair and 4 Apollo. Race 3 at Belmont jumps at 2:08. It's Peter Griffin's birthday handicap over 1,000 metres. And we'll have a look at the first start in WA of Shinju.
The former Sydney Galloper camp behind those, and then Glasgow Girl, the baldy-faced chestnut, to the outside, called upon by Pike. Back behind them, She's Vital Dacio, and finally French 200 from Heyman. Metro Boy is giving back as a great sight. Metro Boy still a length in front. Here's Glasgow Girl trying to cut it down. Metro Boy, Glasgow Girl lifting for Pike. Draws level Glasgow Girl. It's Glasgow Girl.
Another horse coming from that Glasgow Girl, Metro Boy form line, and Shinju I thought was a really impressive performance there. The horse itself managed to get itself into a good position. It settled 1 out, 1 back, recorded a strong last 400 and a 400 to 200 metre split that was excellent. Just seemed to tire there over the concluding stages, but with a bit more fitness on its side, it didn't trial going into that first start, and the ideal gate with barrier 1, I think it might be able to put itself right into the race here. Second pick is the 4, Essential Spice, who, again, it's hard to knock any of the form lines of this horse. It's been running very consistently. The last 5 starts, it's recorded some good ratings. Willie Pike's jumping on board and the gate looks perfect for it, so it should be there in the concluding stages of this event. Third pick is 2, Fairview. It will probably end up being back in the field, and we saw that first up, but it really made some good ground there late. It was just too far back. Another horse who does seem better suited as it gets a bit more fitness on its side. And fourth pick is 1, Little Dacio, as she's now known. The horse itself was dying for a win, got that great barrier to suit. It had a perfect run in transit. This one looks a little bit trickier for mine, but you have to respect what it's been doing recently. On top in race 3 is 10, Shinju, from 4, Essential Spice, 2, Fairview, and 1, Dacio. Race 4 at Belmont jumps at 2:43. It's the Vale Michael Dragoon handicap over 2,100 metres. And we'll have a look at the most recent performance of Paddy's Shadow, last seen at Belmont.
100 to go, Play Hard, nearly 2 in front, Skin and Tins away from the inside, coming after it, followed by Lord Help Me Run, starting to let down. They beat off Lucky Raw, Golgotha defiantly, playing Marika, Time to Hunt, running on, Play Hard in front, joined quickly now though by Lord Help Me Run, shaken up by Kirby to draw level with the leader. Lord Help Me Run, battling back on the inside, Play Hard, Lord Help Me Run, they're going to go to it, tooth and nail, Lord Help Me Run, and treble for Kirby.
We saw there Paddy's Shadow was just slow away from that wide barrier, wasn't really ridden with any intent there, settled last on the outside, came widest into the straight and let down well there late. And the step up from 1,600 up to 2,100 metres looks ideal, but so does the race shape. It doesn't really look like there's any great speed in this event. I think Mr. Albie will lead, but that's about it. And Paddy's Shadow, drawn gate 2, can put itself into the race this time, not suggesting it will lead, but it might very well be able to sit in the first 4 or 5 runners as opposed to being last. So for me, I'm happy to stick with Paddy's Shadow on an each way basis. Second pick is the 4, Noirdaroo. We saw it's been heavily backed a few times so far this preparation. Last start, there was no real intent. It managed to sit 3 wide with cover in a midfield position, came wide in the turn, then loomed in the straight, which the horse has been doing of late. But I'm expecting they'll keep the similar tactics and try and settle the horse midfield. Third pick is the 7, iArt. Didn't really get a suitable race there last start. It was well up in grade. It was in a brutally run race up front, despite the smaller field, but this looks like it's coming back into a much easier grade for it. And then fourth pick is the 8, Mr. Albie, who has gone back to back now in very solidly run races up front. I think obviously being able to draw and lead and set a comfortable pace will help the horse, but it obviously did look like it was struggling there from the turn, but it did manage to box on and finish 4th there last start. On top in race 4 is 9, Paddy's Shadow, from 4, Noirdaroo, 7, iArt, and 8, Mr. Albie.